here from Labrador backcountry. I've traveled 350 kilometers to the edge of the Michikamau reservoir with me and my two buddies. We're going to spend the next 3 days exploring the reservoir in search of giant lake trout, and we're going to be camping and cooking some good meals. Tag along. It's a bit rougher than we were expecting. Probably got 3 to 4 foot waves, but another couple of kilometers and we'll get in behind some islands. Hopefully we'll get out of the wind. Okay, we've gone about 16 kilometers. We're tucked in a little cove there where it's a bit calmer, but the wind is the wind's pretty high, pretty rough going. We got now another 15-16 kilometers to go before we're going to set up camp tonight. So we'll try to keep her going, and I'll check in a bit. Okay, got another probably 10-12 kilometers punched. We're gonna start looking for a spot for a camp. That's kind of what we're doing right now. We just come to shore, see if we can find a spot, because with the wind that's blowing today, we won't be able to make it out to the big reservoir. So we'll probably end up staying here for the night. This doesn't look too bad. So yeah, gonna finish my coffee and probably start setting up tent.
Yeah, tight, so then you try to take them off to get hot.
Alright, we got the tent set up. Time to get the rest of the camp squared away.
One of them quick meals now, and then go and look around for a bit, and then have supper later, or have a proper supper and see what the day brings.
Alright, tent's all set up. Trying to get some supper on the go. Alright, for supper I got some curry chicken and naan bread. someone can come grab theirs. Nom, 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 nom. Alright, time to eat. Alright, we just had supper. I think we're going to go out and see if we can't find a fish. Troll around some of the islands. The wind's still pretty high up on the open water, but in around these islands we should be able to find something. Or hopefully anyway. Well, we didn't get skunked. Alright, first fish of the trip. We turn that into a 30-pound laker, it'd be alright. Alright, I'm hooked up.
Over.
Yeah, leave there. Alright, first fish of the trip. For me, anyway. Alright, we're back to camp, and we didn't get skunked, but fishing wasn't that great. But tomorrow's looking like a good day, so we'll get a good night's rest and hit it hard tomorrow. Okay, it's shortly after 9. Just brushed my teeth, and I'm going to get in the tent, I think, and try and get some sleep. It's a rough day today. We're up at 3:30, and then traveled about 36 kilometers across the lake, which was very rough, as I'm sure you've seen a few clips before this one. So caught a few fish this evening, and it's looking like it's going to be a good day tomorrow for the weather. So hopefully we can make it out to the main lake and see if we can hook into some bigger fish. Alright guys, have a good night. Alright, good morning everybody. We just had our breakfast, a couple coffees. We're getting ready to get geared up and go try for a fish. It's a beautiful morning. It's not a draft, sun is shining. So hopefully it's a good day. Alright, we're hooked up for the first fish of the morning. off, she's gone.
It's funky.
And water, something clear.
It is, man. It's wicked.
We're getting a few fish, smaller, but we'll take them. The two blue circles aren't there, or the...
No.
Lively guy. Nice one. He's a bit small, but we'll take him. Alright, we caught that one in about 50 feet of water while we were trolling. So he come off the bottom a long ways to come up and get the hook. That one there? Alright, doubled up.
Little guys, eh?
You set the drag on this.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. Same size as the last one. It's good, healthy looking fish though. Man, the water is super clear. I can't get over that. Like, you can see the fish goes for like 50 feet down.
How far is yours out, Rhino?
I don't yet.
Did this cut off then, or did the screen go? Tow the boat around a bit.
Yeah.
Huh?
You're nice a bit.
Yeah. Got one.
Got one. We'll get a picture with that one.
Here's your fish. He's 10, 11 pounds. What do you think, Terry?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Pulling strong.
Terry's hooked up again. We're in 120 feet and he hooked it like 5 feet from the boat.
Just about to haul me up into water.
Aye.
Funky little guy.
Fun's the little ones are the worst for that. They go right snarly when you get them in the net.
aggressive, that little fella.
Yes, sir.
That's fine. Not bad for trolling in 100 feet of water. Geez, that's a nice bike. Right there. We just come to shore to have some lunch, and I hooked a small acre and Terry just hooked that pike there. So the plan now, we're on this little sandy beach. We're going to stop and have a quick lunch and go out and see what else we can find. It's a bit slow fishing this morning, but we did find a few, so hopefully we can find some more this afternoon, and hopefully some bigger ones. Alright, time to get some lunch. I'm just going to do freeze-dried meals for today. Quick and easy. Making up a little pad thai today. Terry, what are you having, look?
Creamy mac and cheese today.
Nothing but the best. Nothing but the best. Alright, that's all three. All we gotta do now is wait, give them a little stir, and let them rehydrate. Alright, we stopped and tried a few little brooks along the way. We haven't been able to pinpoint where the lakers are hanging out to, so we're trying to find a few brook trout. We just come in this little cove here, it's right full of small pike, but there's a little brook feeding it, so I'm gonna walk over and see if we can't find a few brookies. Small tiny pike. Another small pike, huh? Okay, there's no brookies, but there's a million pike. Not very big, all like half to 2 and 3 pounds. But it's a good little bit of fun. It's almost 5 o'clock, so once we leave here, I'd say we'll start making our way back towards camp for the evening. So alright, we just made it back to the tent from fishing all day. So fishing wasn't as good as I had hoped, but still was a pretty good day of it. We're going to get some supper on the go here shortly and call it a day. Alright, well our coals are heating up. I'm going to make a quick little snack. Get some meat, cheese, and some pickles here somewhere. Alright, should do for a bit. Steaks over top of the coals. Rice is on the stove cooking. All right, buddy. Alright, supper's ready. Time to eat. Alright, it's almost 10 p.m. and I'm getting pretty tired, so I'm going to head to bed. Plan for tomorrow is to get up early, pack up the boat, camp, and head back to the truck. All the weather forecasts are showing extremely high winds for the next 2 days, so I'm not really sure where we're going to head to or what we're going to do, but tomorrow morning we're going to head back to the truck and make a plan from there. So I will see everybody in the morning. Alright, good morning everybody. We just broke down camp. We're going to get ready and pack the boat up and start making way back to the truck. The wind did pick up overnight. We had some rain. It's pretty good here right now, but the winds are picking up and it's supposed to go up to like 40 kilometers an hour. So being loaded down, I think the safest thing to do is head back to the truck. So I'll check in along the way and we'll see you back at the truck. Alright, we just made it back to the truck. We're going to get the boat offloaded and probably cook up some breakfast. It took us about an hour and 20 minutes to get here. So get the boat unloaded and go from there. Alright, the boat's all loaded aboard. It's time to get some breakfast on the go. We come up on some level ground and to a spot there's a little bit of wind. Hopefully it flies away, but it's not doing a real good job at the moment. So get this on the go. breakfast is served. Alright, we just finished our breakfast. So far the rain has held off, so we're gonna go try a few brooks and rivers and see if we can't find a few brookies. Still not really sure where we'll end up at the end of the day, but so far we'll try a few brook trout and go from there. Pretty good looking spot. There we go. Nice little brookie. Really small, but we'll send them back. It's a nice looking little pole. So you make a couple little casts. And a nice little small one. Oh, okay, come off. Alright, so should be a nice little pull down on the bottom of that fast water. Let's go down there and take a look. Alright, little guy. That's a nicer trout. No monster, but oh, me last one. That's probably it for this hole. It's a pretty nice little spot, but we'll probably start making our way back towards the truck now. It's probably 4 or 5 speckles we got in this little spot. No monsters, but they're still fun. Alright, spot number 3. It's raining pretty good, so we're getting pretty wet, but hopefully we can find a few speckles. Call it a day. We just hooked into a small pike. Well, we didn't get skunked, but he's no monster for sure. Alright, not much action here, on to the next one. Alright, one last try. See if we can find some brookies. If not, it's 50 kilometers back to the highway. Alright, we just made it back to Churchill Falls. We're gonna run in and try and grab some food at the restaurant, and we'll start making our way home. That'll be the end of the trip. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one.